This is a video record of Choprock Canyon in early fall 2021, and it is a long one. The video, I mean, although the canyon is pretty long too. The point is, we had such a great time, it was really hard to cut this video down to less than 10 minutes. So it's like 11 and a half, you can deal with it. The first couple miles of the approach is just getting down to the Escalante River. A lot of the beta we saw suggested camping at the river and then starting early the next day, or at least getting a super early start from the parking lot. We didn't either, but you'll see it worked out. If you ever plan to do Choprock Canyon, I suggest that you pay attention to the carefully curated clips that I've chosen to help you with route finding, or you can just watch the longer, less edited version of this video that I uploaded to the same channel. Route finding our way down into the canyon from the rim seemed like it was going to be tricky, but we pretty much did it the first try. It was about 3 hours from the parking lot to get to the canyon proper, although I think that's probably pretty fast. I would plan on most groups taking a little longer. Wetsuits are obviously required in Choprock Canyon, as everyone knows. I actually brought a shorty wetsuit and Farmer John's that I could put over the top of them. But to start out, I just wanted to see if I could get by with the shorty, and I never ended up putting on the Farmer John's. I was warm enough, but the only bad thing that came from this is I got some poison ivy on my leg. It could have been prevented by wearing the Farmer John's. I also think that if we had had to slow down for a little bit, I might have gotten cold with just the shorty. So yeah, definitely make sure you have a full wetsuit. Yeah, that mud was slick. I want to mention just briefly that although we tried really hard to find the latest conditions on the canyon, we weren't able to find anyone who had been in them since a lot of rainfall. So we had reason to believe that the water levels would be very high, which is what you normally want in a slot canyon, but for Choprock it can make it a lot more difficult. So we just braved the uncertainty and went for it. I believe that the condition we found the canyon in could be characterized as middle water. Like, there was still plenty of it, but we never had to climb over some of the log jams because the water level was just low enough that we could squeeze by underneath them. At this point in the canyon, we'd really been enjoying ourselves. But the short rappel you see in the background marks the beginning of the grim section, which we'd heard can be long, cold, and difficult to pass. So we curb our enthusiasm just a little bit. But well into the grim section, we were still having a blast. We started to wonder if we were actually even in the grim section yet. I mean, eventually we knew we were in the grim section, but that just became our running joke. When's the grim section gonna start? Because seriously, the canyon just kept getting better and better. Obviously, these long swims would be hazardous if we did not have wetsuits, but since we're warm enough, honestly we're enjoying them as much as any water park. Somehow, from the beta we read, we got the impression that the grim section was like continuous swims the whole way. But it turns out there was plenty of high and dry spots to break up the swims. This is just about as good as it gets in any canyon I've ever been in, and we aren't even to my favorite spot yet. This is the first spot where higher water levels might have made us have to climb over this wood jam, but as it is, we're able to swim right under it. Alright, here comes the section that we had been most worried about, but it turned out to be my favorite section of the whole canyon. I'm just going to let the original audio play through this part.
Well, that's good enough for me.
All the debris so far has been floating.
I'm talking about a wall of debris above. Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh, we can go under that, no problem.
The big one and the little one?
Oh, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, this is small, man. I'm pretty much touching though, so that helps. Helmet off helps. Woo, it's narrow!
I'm gonna turn my GoPro around.
Try to imagine this guy. It's like a huge building there. I'm standing.
Oh, baby.
This is so narrow!
Here's your helmet. Can you reach it?
Start.
Wow.
You wouldn't want to be a fat guy for this one.
That was cool.
Barely fit underneath that.
Oh, that was a delight.
And that section really was a delight. For the rest of the canyon, we were just like super giggly and giddy. Part of that was because of what we had just done, but part of that was because the rest of the canyon just continued to be so cool. Stuff like this is why I compare this canyon to a water park.
It's so wild. What are we doing?
Nice, Steve.
Standing on a log.
I'll do like a sit dismount.
It's honestly a good place to jump.
Already. Nice.
Canyons just don't get much better than this. Being in such a giddy mood, I decided to play a little prank with the help of this alcove.
Whatever you want. Let's go in there.
I just realized that grim rhymes with swim. Of course, a cool canyon isn't complete without a little bit of high stemming. I know a lot of groups have spent long, miserable hours in this canyon, but for us it was over all too quickly. Just like that, we were rigging the last rappel, and then walking back to our cars. Alright, just changing clothes and getting ready to go back. We were so ahead of schedule that we entertained the idea of dropping into the bottom of Neon to wrap the Golden Cathedral. But by the time we made it up to the parking lot, we were pretty tired and glad that we didn't extend the adventure any longer. Alright, well, we made it to the cars. Was it under 10 hours?
9:15.
Ooh, really? Wow, not bad.